How's it going, guys? Jams here, bringing you another FIFA 19 player review. And today we're going to be reviewing another exclusive FUT Birthday card, the 93 rated Flying Welshman, Gareth Bale. Okay, so every year us FIFA fans cry out for a central position change on the Gareth Bale, and once again EA have pulled through with this amazing striker change. In my eyes, he's always been best used as a striker. I'd prefer him there than on the wing, but now he has some really good shooting and physical stat boosts to improve his ability in that central role. I've applied a marksman chem style to him just to enhance his shooting, dribbling and his physical. So, playing him purely as a lone striker in a 4-2-3-1, in this review we're going to be taking a close look at his pace, shooting, passing, dribbling and physical performances in game. We'll give each category a rating out of 5, and then at the end we'll add up the results and give him a final rating out of 10. If you do find these reviews useful, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Also click the notification button to ensure you're alerted for any future uploads. Now let's get straight into the review. Okay, so in terms of pace, this guy is up there amongst the fastest in the game. If you have a look here, he is the third fastest striker / centre forward card, only behind second in form Mbappe and prime moments Ronaldo. If we then compare him to all the attackers in the game, he finishes 7th in the top 10, and with a 98 overall for pace, there isn't really much room for improvement. So here in these next clips, I've just got a few examples of the way he just sort of bursts through defensive lines and just leaves everyone for dead. He is honestly the fastest player I think I've ever used, and I'm not talking stats, I'm talking about how he feels in game. I mean, I had Team of the Year Mbappe for a bit, and even he would still get caught occasionally by certain overpowered centre backs. Van Dijk, who else? Ramos, Varane, Davinson Sanchez. I mean, the list goes on, but this year centre backs are just unreal in terms of pace. They catch anyone. But this Bale, however, was on another level. You do the LBA pass to start the 1-2 and that's it. He's off and no one can catch him. It's just down to you to play sort of like a decent through ball, and I guarantee he'll be there on the end of it. This next clip coming up sums him up perfectly. The opponent's got a corner, he's whipped it in, and I've managed to clear it out to Gareth Bale, who's just inside my half. Couple 4-star skill moves there, the roulette, and he's off. Look, that's Kyle Walker chasing him. He's no slouch, probably one of the fastest right backs in the game, and he has left him completely with the ball, just isn't able to be caught. And that happens so often. You just play him a through ball. Look, he's ready to run there, hand out, and he's off. He's through. And you've got time to settle yourself, cut into your left, see if the guy's moving the keeper. Fake shot. Here I've managed to do a La Croqueta to move to get the angle, and I've just slotted it in the bottom corner. And honestly, he makes it so easy to do. And I'm not just saying this because it's a review. He is hands down probably the best striker I think I have used on this game. And for that reason, I can't give his pace anything less than a solid 5 out of 5. With the position change, he got a +6 on his gold overall, taking it from 88 to 94, which is crazy in itself. All his shooting stats are above 90 apart from his penalties, which isn't really that important to be honest. He has 91 finishing and 98 shot power, which together make him any goalkeeper's nightmare. He also has 97 long shots, so you know you have that option. If you find yourself outside the box, you can just let one rip and you're sort of confident that you've got a good chance of it going in. His left foot is magical. It's so good that it gives you extra confidence, like to take shots early rather than always trying to get that perfect angle all the time. Now, this I guess is supposed to be a negative because yes, he only has a 3-star weak foot, but I have to be honest, I've played 33 games so far and he has scored an outstanding 47 goals, and not once do I remember taking a shot with his right foot think, wow, that was a bit crap, why did I do that? Obviously, if you're constantly cutting onto his right and trying to finesse with his right from outside the box and hitting volleys with his weak foot from range, you will notice it's 3-star and probably think it is rubbish. But if you're playing him as a central striker where most of his goals are going to be in the box, you will have absolutely no issue finishing on his right foot. And on that note, this next clip shows you exactly what I mean. So it's the last minute of the game. I've managed to get Gareth Bale through and it falls to him on his right foot. I don't have time to change or cut in onto his left, so I take the shot and he slots it home perfectly. I mean, you wouldn't realise that that was a freestyle weak foot. And at the time of taking the shot, I didn't think twice either, because previously I know that I could score if I just hit it well enough. I mean, looking back at it, it's actually a really nice finish. You just, inside of his foot, he brought his keeper out and he just sort of slots it past him. I mean, I haven't had a goals to game ratio this good with a striker in a good while. I'm giving his shooting a straight 5 out of 5 because he is deadly anywhere in and around the box. You can just hit the shot off and just feel confident that it is going to go in. For me, passing isn't as important for a striker, as their main job is to get the goals and score. But having a striker that has amazing passing is a massive plus. I mean, he's got a 91 overall with 92 short passing and 94 crossing, which is really good for a winger, let alone a striker. If you find that he drifts out wide or you're playing a 2-striker formation, he would definitely do the business, because you can cross it in if you've got another target man next to him. If you've got another person who's speedy, you can play through balls because he's got amazing short passing. He also has one of the best free kick combinations in the game. So you're talking 94 overall free kick accuracy and 97 curve, which is so important to have a good free kick taker in the team. So if you have a look here, out of the other strikers and centre forwards in the game, not including cams, I know you can make them strikers, but just base strikers and centre forwards, he is in the top 10 for strikers and centre forwards with the highest passing. When you look at some of the names above him, that 1.8 million price tag doesn't actually seem like a hell of a lot. You've got the best versions of Messi, Ronaldo, Cruyff and Gullit. So in effect, if you wanted to play him out of strike and you wanted to play him maybe in centre forward, in the central cam, or even one of the left or right cams, he's got the passing to play that role. So you're basically getting a striker and winger / midfielder in one. So it's just such a really good position change, taking him off the wing. I didn't get many assists with him because I was playing him as a lone striker, but his link-up play in the build-up was faultless. So judging him as just a striker, I'm going to give his passing a full 5 out of 5 because there aren't many better centre-forwards or strikers better than him in that department. Okay, so along with his pace, this has got to be one of the best things about him. With a 93 overall for dribbling, he only has 2 stats below 90, which are 89 agility and 71 balance. In game, he feels amazing on the ball. If you apply a marksman chemistry style to him, his agility goes up to 94 and his balance goes up to 76. I don't think low balance on tall players is a negative anymore, but only if they've got high agility, because I think that cancels it out. Bale doesn't feel sluggish or stiff at all in game. His ball control is really good. His agility really allows you to sort of turn on the ball really quickly. He does the croqueta skill and heel-to-heel flick really fast. It's literally unstoppable. His acceleration off the turn or on the drag back creates so much havoc in the box as people sort of like lunge in thinking they can get the ball, but by then he's already past them. I give his dribbling a 4.5 out of 5 because he moves really well on the ball, and I really enjoyed having the ball at his feet and just sort of cutting in and out with such ease. Now, this is the department that makes him one of the best strikers in the game. He has an 85 overall for his physical, with 83 stamina, which is good, and 73 aggression, which is irrelevant. But it's the 89 strength and 97 jumping that makes him unreal. The guy is an absolute bully in the box. I've seen him outjump every centre-back he's played against, and that includes some of the high-rated Van Dijks, Ramos, Chiellini. One of the clips shows him beating footmas Jerome Boateng to a header to score a goal. I mean, his jumping for me is the same, if not better than Cristiano Ronaldo's gold card. He literally wins everything in the air. To have 98 pace and also have an 89 strength, 94 strength with the marksman chem style, it just shouldn't be allowed. Like, when he sprints past people, that's it. There's no shrugging him off. The LT shielding works really well to keep defenders away from the ball. I give his physical a 4.5 out of 5. It's only not a 5 because his aggression stat is not high, but I honestly don't feel it impacted him in game. But if that was higher, his physical would be better and would probably give you a full 5. So to sum it all up, Gareth Bale scored a very impressive 23.5 out of 25 on his in-game performances, which is 94%, giving him an overall score of 9.4 out of 10. That for me is spot on, because I think he is up there as one of the best strikers on the game. Team of the Year Ronaldo is clearly the best and probably will remain the best for the remainder of FIFA 19. But this Gareth Bale card is not perfect because he lacks the 5-star skills, maybe a better weak foot, but this is just my opinion. But I think he's better than Ronaldo's gold card and is the next best thing to any of his informs or upgrades leading up to the Team of the Year. And when you look at the cost difference between him and the next best Ronaldo card, you can justify the 1.8 million. Is he an endgame player? You can probably guess. I'm going to say 100% yes. He will definitely be one of the best until Team of the Season, and even then he isn't going to be far off any of the strikers that get released then, considering he's probably the tier just below Team of the Year at the moment. Is he worth the coins? Now here's the only negative about this card. At 1.9 million, he is bloody expensive. I managed to get a fresh one on Wednesday for about 2.09 million, and he's about 1.86 to 1.89 now. But for what he produces in game, I'd definitely say he's worth it. He's a very, very unique player because on paper he has everything. The closest icon I can compare him to would be Prime Thierry Henry, who actually costs about the same. But even then, he lacks in the jumping department, which is a massive strength of Bale's. I'd say for the stats he has, the position change, and how good and fun he was to use in game, he's definitely worth the coins if you have them to spend. I mean, higher rated players get released and I'm sure his price will come down, making him more affordable, but I do admit he isn't cheap at all. So that's it guys, thank you for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the review. Let me know your thoughts if you've got him, what you think of him, if you're thinking of getting him, what questions you might have. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and I'll see you on the next one.